Hello there, everyone. Mike Henderson here. We're going to talk a little bit about how to um, convert your book to an EPUB file into Amazon Kindle file and still retain the font that you like. Um, They'll always be able to change it. In other words, the Kindle machines have a button where they can use either your font or one of the other fonts on there. They can change the line spacing. So as far as typesetting for Kindle goes, it's a much different animal than the typesetting we went through for on Scribus for a book, because the book has to have the layout, it's got to have the page numbers and everything else. Well, although this file that I'm going to use has page numbers and it has headers, uh, when you put this into an EPUB or to a Kindle format, this all gets stripped off. So we're not going to worry about that. Um, One of the things I like to do, I like to see a book where it's not just the default Kindle format. They pretty much strip it down and put it the way they want it. I like this font here, and I like the italics over here and such. And one of the things I like to do is to have here what's called a drop cap, a big capital letter. So we're going to talk about that. But I use Atlantis word processor. Now here's the thing. I've used Atlantis word processor, and I've used Open Office word processor. They are both very good, but neither one of them are perfect. And if they both did what the other one did, then they would be perfect. But for example, um, OpenOffice does drop caps, but Atlantis does not. OpenOffice is free, and Atlantis is not. Atlantis is about $30. I'm not trying to sell you Atlantis software. I don't get anything whether you buy it or whether you don't. But we do not have the ability in Atlantis to do a drop cap, but we have the ability to dress it up a little bit. Why not use OpenOffice? Because I have not found a viable means of turning a OpenOffice document, either the doc file or ODT file that they put out, into Kindle format and retaining all of that data. As far as the drop caps goes, there's no problem if you're going to put it into a print book. You can certainly do your typesetting in OpenOffice and produce something that you can upload to, turn it into a PDF file and upload it into CreateSpace. Although I don't think you really have to do PDF file, but that's beside the point. So what do we do here? Well, in order to turn, Atlantis does one thing that OpenOffice does not do. Atlantis will easily turn a file into an EPUB file, and when you have it do that, you can also tell it to turn it into Kindle file. In order to do that, you've got to download a program called kindle, which you just go to easily findable on Amazon, kindle, and that's an executable program. And then you can read Atlantis instructions for getting that to happen. Is the easiest thing. I don't have time on this video, but essentially you put the kindle application in the same file as the Atlantis programs, so that it will access it automatically. So this is what we're going to do. Now, as I mentioned, I can't do a drop cap here, but I can make this look pretty good. So here is the first letter, and I can, this is in 10 for some reason, but I can make it big. So I can go here and say make it a 26. Now, it's not a drop cap because a drop cap would be a little bit above the line, but it would drop down like so. But this will dress it up a little bit, and you can also use a different font. Now, not all fonts will translate, so to some extent this is trial and error. Come on. I don't know what happened here. I'm trying to highlight this thing. So let's get rid of that. I'm going to undo that. I don't know. Let's find a font that is kind of interesting. So here's a script font. I'm going to make that big. So it looks like that. Is that a good one? I don't know. It'll translate. I don't know. So let's. Here I've otherwise got it set up. So I'm going to go to File, Save Special, Save as ebook. Boom. You give it a name. I'll just call it This for Nothing. I get rid of it. I don't want that. Save it. And up comes a dialog box. You can upload a cover image here, which will be embedded into the document. If you're going to put this on Amazon, you don't want to put an image in here. If you're going to load it on some other way, just be able to download from your site or whatever, you can put an image in here. It'll show up on the first page. Save page margins, I don't bother with. Fonts, this is the bottom line. Save and embed. These are the three options. We want to save and embed. You can fill out the title and all of that here. This is the metadata, and you should put stuff in here. Save it. So what it's going to do is you're going to crank on here, and you can see down at the bottom it's doing its thing. Then up is going to come a dialog box for us to run Kindle, because I have Kindle Gen here. So Kindle Gen is in the program file Atlantis directory, so it's all in there. Run. Up comes this command prompt box. For some reason Kindle Gen has to run through the command prompt. So you probably haven't seen this since about 1985, but this runs and it's doing its thing. So it's, this thing is blinking and it's operating. It's just a matter of there's 350 pages in this document. So it's going to do that, and in a second hopefully we'll start spewing some other gibberish. And don't worry about anything, any of what this says. This is practically a meaningless thing. I mean, it has the metadata and stuff in it and all of that, but that's that. And when it's finished, it will do this, and then it will just go away. And that's that. So the file then will be wherever we told it to be. Now we want to look at it. Use Amazon Kindle Previewer. I have it set up to do Voyager. You could take that and send it to your Kindle, but this is a way of I'm going to open a book. And this is in the Documents library, so I have it down here as it's called Beast in Venice Redux for Nothing, which is what we just did. We're going to open it. And it's going to crank on this. Don't worry about the not responding thing, at least for a while, because remember, 350 pages. We have here the spinning circle of death, so it tells you that it's actually doing something, or we hope that it's doing something, and there it is. So what you see is it has this font. What I'm not sure is whether it will have this B, because not all fonts will translate to this. So we just go to the next page. My also by, copyright page, dedication, acknowledgements, part 1, prologue, chapter 1. All right, there it is. So here's the B, and it's technically not a drop cap, because as I said, the drop cap would come down here, and it kind of sets this apart for some reason. But what you see is font face, publisher's font. You can get rid of this and you say, well, I'd rather look at it in Baskerville. So up it comes. It still has the capital B here, so it's a little bit of jazzed up. And that's that. That's how you do it. I hope you got something out of that, and if you have anything to add to this, certainly let me know. Bye.